This is the farmhouse where I grew up, where my father grew up, where my grandfather grew up, where my great-grandfather grew up. The main house was built in 1860. We got electricity in 1943 with the Rural Electrification Act. And now what I am doing is I'm removing the majority of the 1960 updates and reverting the era back to somewhere between 1920 and 1950. I'm going to show you each room in the order that I did them years ago. While I am no more of a carpenter or a designer than any member of my family has ever been, I'm doing it to suit me and my tastes. Now, with all the major construction done in the bathroom, it was time to tackle the floor. So as you can see here by the doorway, there is a level piece of plywood just outside the doorway. For right now, to level it off as best we could, we took some of the old tile up, and in the center there you can see where we had to fill that giant hole where they drilled a hole down through one of the main beams of the house to put the tub drain. So we've got some pieces of wood over against the tub and some little strips by the broom closet, and we're trying to level out the floor with a long level. And once we had the drop of the floor figured out, that piece of plywood just outside the door of the bathroom, that was our index. It was level, and we went off that for the floor of the bathroom. So you can see we started off with a piece of plywood. I think that was 3/4 inch that went all the way to the tub, and then we worked it down to 1/2 inch plywood right there. And from the 1/2 inch plywood, we laid down some concrete bonder because we were going to put concrete leveling compound to bridge the gap from the plywood to the old floor. And then we mixed up some of the leveling compound and did the first pour, and then we did the second pour and extended it out just a little bit farther so that it was within 1/4 inch of level. And for my old house, within 1/4 inch is dead on. So we were going to do things just a little bit different. Instead of laying the floor and then putting the baseboard, we were going to do the baseboard first. So I color matched the tub surround, the blue lapis, and had some paint mixed up. And then we took some, I think it was 10-inch boards, and cut them down to 8-inch. And as you can see here, we've got 2 of them painted, and that was going to be our baseboard. And the reason why they're 8-inch is because the original baseboard that was behind the toilet that we decided not to remove, that was 8-inch, and we wanted to match it. And then we started scribing it to the floor because, again, it's within 1/4 inch, but it still has to be scribed, and started laying it down and working around the room. And this is another shot going down the window wall towards the toilet. And then there it matches up exactly with the original 1860 baseboard that was 8-inch behind the toilet. And here you can see the 3 boxes of the flooring that we had shipped in from Home Depot. It's from IVC Home Decorators Collection, Travertine Natural Plank Click Lock Floor. It is waterproof and surprisingly warm to your feet as opposed to your standard bathroom tile that we just don't like cold feet. And then we proceeded to start laying the 1x2 planks, and we went from the doorway down under the sink to the window wall. We decided that was the way we wanted to run the vinyl plank floor. And the 1 plank under the sink, we had to make 3 little cutouts for the hot on the left, the drain in the center, and the cold water on the right, because we actually got the plumbing correct with hot being on the left. And we quickly got all the easy planks laid down until we hit the tub and the toilet. That little alcove of the toilet was a bare. And here's a look of the finished floor up under the sink. It looks pretty good. And then using cardboard to make templates, we carefully scribed around the tub and laid in little pieces of the flooring, and you can see the little pieces of wood there to hold it off the tub, the required 1/4 inch. And using the same method, using the cardboard as a template, we cut out all the pieces around the end of the tub and the toilet and fit them in. And then to waterproof the floor, we went all the way around the perimeter with a tan caulk so that the planks, as they expand and contract, will move against the caulk. And then we painted 3 little pieces of trim, different styles, and eventually we decided on the style we liked, or I was told we liked. And as you can see, we started laying that style down, started in the back corner behind the toilet, and then worked our way around to the door. And this is the last piece we put down right by the door, and with that, the floor was done. And that is how we leveled and laid the travertine plank floor in our 1950s bathroom renovation.